Hi everyone, I am Bonjarod T. Ayon. Today I will discuss about accounts receivable management. So what is accounts receivable? It is the process of managing money owed by customer for credit sales to ensure timely payment and maintain a healthy cash flow. So kibali mo ning mga utang sa mga customers nga pwede nimo madawat in cash. So mostly crucial ni siya because company's working capital provides the cash needed for daily operations, investments, and growth operation. Key objectives include optimizing cash flow, reducing bad debts, and improving customer relationships. So why is it important to working capital? It is important because it directly impacts company's working capital, the cash available for short-term needs. Efficient accounts receivable management ensures timely cash inflows, which are crucial for covering daily expenses, paying suppliers, and investing in businesses' growth. Conversely, poor management can lead to cash flow gaps, hindering the company's ability to operation and grow. Foster positive relationships through fair credit and collection policies, which can lead to repeat business. Third is to minimize bad debts. So, to minimize bad debts, kibali ang imong inahinayan ng imong utang. So, kibali di pa ka pwede mag-utang or pwede inahinayan sa imo. To reduce the risk of customers failing to pay their debts. So, mao to ang giingon. And the last is enhanced financial planning. It provides accurate data for forecasting and making informed financial decisions. So, ibali ang kung magkon ka sa isa ka business, mag-forecast gid ka unsa ano mo pagplano, unsa ang imong mga decision nga pwede buhaton. So, for credit policies and collection. So, what are the key elements of a sound credit policy? First is ang credit terms. The specific conditions of a credit sale, including the payment period. So, for example, net 30 days and any early payment discount. So, kibali na imo siyang limitan, imo pagpautang. Credit standards. The criteria used to evaluate a customer's credit worthiness, determining who is eligible for credit and maximum amount of credit to extend. So, bali mag-limit kag pila imong ipautang na kibali mag-limit ka sa imong ipautang na kay mga standards na pangbuhaton. So, the third is collection policy. The procedures for handling overdue accounts, ranging from sending reminders to engaging collection agencies. So, kibali kung tingbayad na siyempre mag-stricto gid ka na nagid kay pang buhaton nga ipang-remind sila nga naginaot ka nga ilan ang bayaran. So, how do business balance between extending credit and minimizing bad debts? So, kung saan nimo pag-balance sa pero mag-utang ka o ma-minimize imong mga utang. So, businesses balance this by setting strict credit standards and a clear collection policy. They offer credit to attract customers, increase sales, but carefully vet potential customers to ensure they can pay. So the goal is to offer terms that are attractive enough to stimulate sales without accepting excessive risk and to have effective follow-up procedures for late payments. So, moto kung magpautang ka, kibali nga nagit kay ipang kon nga mga credit standards ug policy nga motong medyo mag-strict ka para sa makuha ang imong sales sa inyong company. So, evaluating customer credit worthiness. So, kani mao ning mga customer nga imong pautang nga ng mga responsible gid sila. So, what are the steps in evaluating a customer's credit worthiness? First is establish credit standards. So mao to ang mga ingon ganina nga kuan gyud sila mga credit standards nga medyo stricto sila. So define the minimum credit worthiness criteria. So for example is ang ilang utang, ang ilang credit score o ang payment history. So ibali pang lista gyud na nimo tanan sa iyang giuta o kanos siya nagbayad. Second is collect information. Gather financial and credit information from the customer, often through a credit application. So mao ni sa kung magpautang ka, ibali nga kuhaon gyud nimo iyang information sa customer nga gusto mong utang. So pwede pud ka man kuan credit application. So ibali na kay pa-fill upan sa iya tapos na kuan din niya nimo ang iyang info. Third is perform a credit check. Review the customer's credit history and score. So kani gan ba siya utang, nangutang ba siya slahi, gabayad ba siya. So fourth is analyze payment history. For existing customers, review their past payment patterns. So mo to kibali imo gyapon siyang i-review pila iyang mga utang sa una nga iya ba yung gabayran. So last is make a decision. Based on the information, decide whether to grant credit, determine the credit limit and set the terms. So mo to maghimo kag decision kung kuan imo ba gyud siyang ipautang kung satisfied na ka sa iyang pag-review nimo sa iya ha. So mo to imo na decision. So for techniques and analysis, question is how can businesses monitor and analyze accounts receivable performance? So first is aging schedule. A report that lists all outstanding invoices categorized by how long they have been outstanding. For example, 0 to 30 days to 31 to 60 days. Ibali mag-schedule kag time. Second is average collection period, days sales outstanding or DSO. A metric that shows the average number of days it takes a company to collect payment after a sale has been made. Mao ni mga adlaw nga imong ginaiyap para mag-collect ka sa payment sa imong customer. So third is accounts receivable turnover ratio. Measures how efficiently a company is collecting its receivable by dividing net credit sales by average account. So mo na ilan na nimo ang ratio ani nga ma-compute nimo ang ilang utang, pila imong utang bayad nila. So mo to. So what are common techniques to speed up collections or reduce overdue accounts? So dire may bala nimo kung unsay nga technique ang tsada para paspas imo pag-collect sa mga payment. First is automatic invoicing and reminders. Use technology to generate and send invoices promptly and automatically send payment reminders for upcoming or past due bill. So dire kibali mag reminder ka sa ilang due na sa kinahanglan na magbayad sa utang. Second is offer incentives. Provide a discount for early payment. So dire mag-offer kay incentives. So provide kag discount. So ibali kung sayo siya magbayad na kay pwede nga discount nga para magamay ra iyang bayad kay early payment man. So third is implement penalties. Add a late fee or interest charge for payments that are not made by the due date. So ibali kung kani madugay silang bayad, dapat na kay yata nga penalty kay wala man sa nagsunod sa kuan due date. So for the case analysis, a prime example of a business that achieved efficiency through effective inventory management is ang Walmart. So mao ni sila nga company nga na-achieve ang ilang efficiency pinaagi sa effective inventory management. So ang Walmart, the cross-docking revolution. So the problem, so ang ilang problema gyud is they face the challenge of managing a massive complex product assortment across thousands of locations while keeping costs low and product availability high. Traditional warehousing models involved storing goods for extended periods, which tied up significant capital and increased handling costs. So, mo to siya ang problem. So, ang ilang strategy, ang cross-docking. Walmart's solution was an innovative logistics system centered on cross-docking, a practice where incoming goods from suppliers are transferred directly to outgoing trucks, bound or retail stores with little to no storage time in between. So, kanilang strategy is kanang once nga ma-deliver na ang product sa mga suppliers, na po'y truck nga tibali hatod sa mga retailer o retail stores, which is nga dali ra gid maurot ang ilang mga product kaya tuyok ra man mo abot na po'y ihatod. So nga na ilang strategy. So ang key components ani nila nga strategy. First is minimizing storage time. By avoiding long-term storage, Walmart drastically reduced warehousing costs and the need for large, costly storage facilities. So, ibali nga na-minimize gyapon ang ilang storage, ilang warehouse. So, ibali nakasave sila kay dili naman kayo puno ang ilang warehouse. Kay dali raman ang delivery. Second is rapid delivery. So, morning pas ilang deliver. Goods move quickly from suppliers to distribution centers and then to stores, significantly shortening lead times and allowing for faster restocking. So mo taong ingon ganina nga pas ilang pag-deliver. So kibali gakahutdan na sila wala na kibali gaka store sa ilang warehouse. So third is ang advanced technology. Walmart invested heavily in IT, using systems like RFID tracking and advanced predictive analytics to gain real-time visibility into inventory levels across the entire supply chain. This data-driven approach allowed for more accurate demand forecasting and efficient allocation of products. So, mo gyapon ning na kakuan sila kay advanced man sila technology. So, bali ang ilang paghimo is advanced gyud. So kibali paspas sa need gyapon sa company ang kuan technology. So ang last is strong supplier collaboration. Walmart mandated that suppliers use specific technologies like RFID tags, creating a seamless information sharing ecosystem that improved efficiency throughout the entire value chain. So morning kuan gyapon nga gamit sila RFID tags. So kibali mo ni siyang kuan nga dali ra maskan ang ilang mga products. Kibali advanced gyapon sa nga technology. So ang result, this effective inventory management strategy led to significant efficiency gains. So first is nag-reduce siya cost. So kibali gamay ra ang ilang gasto pero dako ang ilang sales. So Walmart achieved lower inventory expenses and operational costs by minimizing the need for extensive warehousing and labor. So moto gamay ra ilang bayaran. So second is improved product availability. Faster restocking ensured that popular products were consistently available on shelves, which boosted customer satisfaction. So mo to ka ang ilang mga product yun is naagid sila pero may dili gid sila gakawatan. So mo nang ang mga customer satisfied gid sila sa kuan sa ilang dili gid mawalaan og kuan product. Ang third is increased productivity. The implementation of AI-powered systems such as the fast unloader system for sorting incoming inventory increased worker productivity by 25% by allowing them to focus on higher value tasks. So, mo to ang ilang mga product is kanang available gid siya. So, last is competitive advantage. The streamlined, cost-efficient supply chain enabled Walmart to offer lower prices than competitors, solidifying its market dominance. So, mo tong makig-compete gid yapon sila sa uban nga company kay ang ilang mga product is barato ra. So, tibali kuan gyapon masatisfied gyapon ang mga customers nga mupalit sa ilaha kay barato man. So mao to siya ang kuan sa Walmart nga na-achieve gid nila ang kuan efficiency through effective inventory management. So mao to nga ang ilang inventory is na-achieve gid. Financial implications of poor receivable management. So, ang dahilan ani is ang cash flow and liquidity. So, disrupted cash flow hinders ability to meet daily expenses. So, ibali kung kuan ang imong cash flow, siyempre mapahina nimo ang mga expenses. Ibali hinay ang imong pagbayad. So, dili kay nimo siya makuan. Dahil sa working capital remains tied up in unpaid invoices. Third is increased reliance on costly short-term borrowing. And last is higher liquidity risk impacts ability to secure future financing. Bali mo to ang mga issue nga poor receivable management. Bali wala niya na meet gid nga kuan ang pag dawat sa kwarta. So, ang second is reduce profitability. Increase bad debt write-offs directly reduce revenue. So, kibali kung daghan kag utang, so syempre kuan gyud ang imong profit nga dili gid siya mosaka. So, higher operational costs due to extensive collections effort and dispute resolution. So kung dako na ka gasto sa imong product, syempre nga makuan gyud magkautang-utang na ka. So missed growth opportunities due to lack of available cash for investment. So kung naay mga opportunity na kuan na moabot, masayang ra kay wala man kay funds, wala kay cash nga naa karon dia na para sa imong investment unta. So secondary consequences and strategic impact. So reputation and relationships. Strained customer relationships leading to loss of business. So kibali wala na imong business through mga malain ang pananaw sa mga sa tao or sa customer. So, damage business reputation and credit standing with suppliers or creditors. So, mo ito nga, mawalan sila kuan, mawalan mo reputation sa inyong business kayo na kung naman mo sa inyong kuan, suppliers or kanang creditors kanang pang utang sa inyo. So, investors skepticism impacting company valuation and future funding. So makuan gyud ang kuan para sa inyong kuan future funding. Sa operational and strategic issues, inaccurate cash flow forecasting and poor financial planning. So mawala gid ang inyong kuan kung wala na sunod ang kuan inyong cash flow forecasting. So sa inyo palang pagplano daan na inaccurate na dili gid makuan ang inyong kuan ana company, gid maka profit kay kuan man ang cash flow, wala man na sakto. So potential legal and compliance risk from disorganized processes. And last is difficulty in making informed decisions about future business direction. So kibali kung maglisod na kagkuan decision daan, so wala, siyempre makuan gid ang company, malain. So mao to siya sa accounts receivable management.